Hello everyone, this is a Fruity back channel for another review. This is a kind of a fun deck. It is the Bicycle Froots. I'm not even 100% sure if it's available yet or where. I imagine it will be available at different magic shops and card shops. It is designed by someone I know on Facebook. A guy by the name of Yoan Tanuji. I hope I pronounced that correctly. He's previously designed a couple of decks. They were the Fast and Genius and Fake and Genius, and there was one that had a second edition. This is kind of along the same lines, except while those ones were more gaff decks, this one can actually be used, or this one is a standard deck of cards. It says Bicycle, trusted since 1885 on top. Bottom says Fruits, with a funky spelling, and playing cards, and you can see his eyeballs in the fruits. Reminds me of Fruit Loops. And then you see a plate, a tray, whatever, that has a bunch of fruits on it. There's a banana, there's a pineapple, an apple, a strawberry, and I believe that's an orange. Could be a tomato, I'm not sure. It says Eric Custom Fitness, made in USA on one side. United States Playing Card Company, Erlanger, Kentucky on the other. Fairly standard. The top, nada. Bottom, some copyright stuff. Yeah, it's got the Bicycle copyright stuff. It's got some USB-C info and recycling logo. The back says Fruits playing cards. It shows you a bit of the back design, which is just a rider back, and it shows you some of the faces. And it says the amazing deck of cards to play with your kids by Jean-Charles Briand and Yoan Tanuji. Standard black seal. The flap says don't eat. Don't eat me. I think that's funny. I will mention as well that the Fake and Genius, Fast and Genius decks are gaff decks that don't have any actual standard cards in them. Most gaff decks you get, you know, double backers and double facers and all sorts of gaff cards of kings and queens and aces. Not a one in the Fast and Genius and the Fake and Genius. I don't have those because they're like 30 or 40 bucks each, and wasn't interested in them. But what they have is cartoony cards and animated type cards and kiddie stuff. It's all about using them for tricks and performing with children. And I think it's a good idea. There's not a whole lot of those out there. But they are, and for most people are not going to be excited about them. That's for sure. But it is good for what it is. And if you haven't checked them out, you might want to do so. So let's get to this. First of all, yes, that's what the core cards look like. This is actually a gaff card. It's actually got a king of, well, oranges on one side, and the other side, a 7 of bananas. I like that. It's pretty cool. And then you get this. It is a 3 of apples, and it's a blue rider back, so it's a color change. Meanwhile, this deck, as you probably saw a moment ago, is a red rider back Bicycle. Wow, that's a pretty good fan. And of course, back to my standard fanning. But I got one good fan. Jokers, colorful pineapples with tassels. And there's a standard, kind of standard star in the corner, like you see in other Jokers from USB-C, with little pineapples, and it says Joker in blue. The other one is identical, except it's got a reveal, a 5 of strawberries, which is pretty cool. You'll notice that all the cards have faces, and they have a variety of expressions, which you'll see in a minute. So here are the aces. Ace of apples, which is green. Ace of strawberries, which is red. Ace of bananas, which is yellow. And the ace of oranges or tomatoes, I'm not sure which one it is exactly, which is, well, orange. I'm guessing oranges, but it looks like a tomato too. Whichever you want. And some people consider tomato fruit because it has seeds, so yeah, whatever you prefer. And then we get to the code cards. They all got their representative fruits I should say, not flutes. Your strawberries, your bananas, oranges. They got goatees and beards and mustaches. They're all pretty cool, pretty fun. And if you have children, especially if they're younger, you might want this deck. And then your number cards, they all just got faces on them. Here's a 9. It's a little bit different. And as you can see, they got happy faces and sad faces, mad faces, and all sorts of faces. And you see that good right here. Bicycle stock, Ericus and Finis, of course. Like I said, great for kids. Might also be good for just doing magic with kids, or just for fun, doing magic with them, because there is some gaff cards. Or if you're performing with somebody who maybe, I don't know, doesn't understand, doesn't know cards that well, doesn't understand the language, you can simplify it. Yeah, like I said, it's great for kids. I know most kids will probably be able to figure out what a heart is if you ask them to look for a heart in the deck, or diamond. They might not be able to identify a club or a spade that well, but they can sure as hell identify a banana, a strawberry, an apple, an orange. So I like it. It's good. Thank you very much to Yoan for sending me this. And I'm not sure when they're coming out or if they're available yet, but I'm sure they will be soon. I will maybe let you know in one of my update videos if I know. I'll see you next time.